Hey guys, so I know that I just hopped off here because I was gonna live stream on my YouTube channel when it comes to doing these nails that I'm doing, these Christmas nails, and but it's actually gonna be a little bit before I can live stream on YouTube. It says I have to wait like 24 hours after I confirm my identification. So anyways, we're doing these Christmas nails. I already kind of started them, and these this is the set I have right now, and then I have this other set that I already put the base coat on, and I painted just the background colors, the white and the red, and I thought that um, I would I would record the nails while I do them, and welcome. My name is Sarah, but I also go by Breezy. So yeah, you can call me Breezy. Okay, so right. I think I'm gonna finish off this one first. Um, well, actually, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna start with this one and kind of work off of this other one and see how I do, because I also have some green, and um, one of the followers, High Roller Girl, um, she was saying, why not put some green on it that can add more color with it being, holiday themed and Christmas themed. So that's what I'm going to do today. Um, the one that I have blank here, this one, I plan on doing like a little Christmas tree on it with the green, and so hopefully that'll turn out real nice. We'll see. So I'm trying to see. Usually I kind of try to multitask while I'm doing it. Um, so the colors I have here are the red, the white, and the green. Um, I also have these other tools that I use. I have a whole like setup over here, and if you're interested on the YouTube channel, then let me know, and I will do like a little nail dust haul, or not haul, tour. Do like a nail dust tour. So, but yes. So since I'm gonna be starting off with this one with the dots on it, I wanted to use these tools I have. So it's a tool, and if you look at it closely, it's like ball peen, and on each side they're different sizes. Like one's bigger than the other. And I have like a whole little kit here. I'm pretty sure I got these off of Temu. Um, but when I'm doing circles, like any kind of circles, I use these little ball peen points, and it helps keep it more in line, I guess, than if I were to try to do like circles or circles or anything that is like curved that I have a hard time keeping a steady hand at. I use these little pins. So I'm just trying to count how many I did. I think I did 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I did 7 dots. And also when I did the thumb for this one, I decided after she gave me that idea of using the green, I'm going to put like little green dots with inside the white dots. So, um, I know if I don't keep up with doing all the nails, like multitasking under the UV lamp, which I have over here. If you have never done nails before, there's like these are gel nail polish, and when you use gel nail polish, you cure it in a lamp, and it helps it dry within like a minute. So, um, and I try to like multitask when I'm recording, because I have tried to record a few of these in the past. And the cool thing about doing the UV lamp is that I mean, maybe I shouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I shouldn't do the green because some of these dots are like super, super small. I don't know. I'll think about it. I really should have done, I feel like I really should have done the green in the beginning. So, yep, that's basically it. That for so far, that one is pretty much set. Just gotta put it in the cure lamp. I don't believe I like top coated any of these. I used the top coat by McCart. I think it came in like a kit where you had the top coat and the base coat. And I kind of wanted to set this up and do it like this to see how long it takes me just to decorate like one hand. And because I don't want the videos to be too long if it's going to be on YouTube and people, you know, people might not want to sit through it all. And it's hard to see these, which ones are which. Because they kind of look the same. But I'm going to work on this one. And here we go. I'll do it like that. So that way it matches that one. I can kind of like work away. These little things that I have for the nails, they have, it's like a base right here. It's a plastic base and it has little magnets on it. And at the bottom of these things, they have magnets where you can put it on it like that. And so it's kind of like a stand so you can see the hands that you're doing. Let's see here. I'm looking for my nail brush so that, here, I'm going to use this one right here, so that I can start to do, on this one right here, I was kind of playing around with the idea, but I'm trying to see how I can show you with, is it zooming in? It's kind of like a present with a bow. It's kind of ruggedy, I'm not gonna lie, but I was playing with the idea of it. And I was also thinking about when I do that one about maybe using some black on it and using the black to kind of like outline the ribbon and kind of give it more detail. So we'll see how long this video goes for because we're already at like 8 minutes, almost 8 minutes. So I'm trying to keep it like under an hour. That way it's, you know, kind of a little bit more of, oops, I was about to dip it in. So when I use the paint, I put it on this like, this is a coaster that actually my aunt makes, but I use it as like a palette. And when I do the paint on it, I try to get all the bristles. Now these, I can see that the last time I did these that I made, some of the bristles are kind of sticking out, which is not going to be good. But I kind of drag it a little bit just to kind of get the big, heavy, the big heaviness. The big heaviness. It kind of gets the majority of the ball of the paint to kind of not be so heavy, so that way when you first paint with it, it's not too much paint coming off of it at once, if that makes sense. This paintbrush is not good. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it really clearly in the camera, but one of these bristles, there's like 2 hairs of the bristles that are kind of off and there's paint on it, so when I'm painting the nail, it is having 2 bristles, 2 like little specks with red paint on the white, which I'm not too happy about. So I do like a red thick line in the middle down it, and then I'm gonna go probably about 1/3 of the way from the top. Gosh, these. And I'm going to kind of do like a cross shape so it looks like a present. Yeet. got paint on me. Alright. So before I can use the white to kind of try to do the bow with this, I can see where I messed up. It's okay. It's kind of nice if you mess up a little bit because it just shows how it is custom, you know. So it's a lot thicker than the other one. The other one is a lot thinner, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I'm only planning on wearing these for like maybe 3 or 4 days. I'm actually really excited to wear them because I haven't worn nails in a long time. Since the job I do, I can't really wear nails. So I got these things on Amazon and I'm really excited to try them because I don't think it's like the same brand as I saw someone else use, but they are for French tips. And I think I'm going to need tweezers, actually. I don't know if I have tweezers. I am horrible at doing French tips. Like, horrible, horrible, horrible. So I bought these, and I'm pretty sure they're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. I'm pretty sure. But they're stencils. They're like sticker stencils that you can use to put onto the nail, and then that way when you do the French tip on the nail, it'll be even instead of having to draw the line yourself. So what I'm going to try to do is try to make it about the same length as this one, so that way the other one that I did, this is my first time using it, the other one that I did, it would definitely be easier with tweezers, but this one I did by hand, which it's not bad. I gotta work on like trying to do it. And then you can kind of see where I did a star with a white dot in the middle. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it because it's like white on white. I'm trying to like, I don't think you can see it, but the stickers, I can try to show you the stickers. You can kind of see like the rib lining. You can kind of see it from this angle, but they're just like little stickers that you use to do it. And then I'm going to use the red over here to paint the tip of it. And then when I peel it off, it should just be like a perfectly French tip. So hopefully this goes well. Let's see here. I'm like really excited for this because I can spend a long time trying to get the tip curve correct. And sometimes my tips, when I'm spending so much time painting the tips, they slowly, the more you're trying to get like a real nice symmetrical curve by hand and you're like messing with it, it'll like slowly inch its way up to the cuticle while you're doing that, and it just gets smaller, and then you're trying to make them all symmetrical if you're doing more than one French tip on all the hands. So this is just, I think this is a lifesaver, and I've been doing nails as like an art hobby for probably about, I can't even remember how long I've done it. I've done it at least like 4 or 5 years. I mean, I don't really do it as much as I used to do it. But I do enjoy doing it, and I kind of wish that I invested in these earlier, and I hope they really do work out. And it's not even like it's like a big investment. It's like $5, and you get like, there's a whole stack of them here. There's probably like 20 of these pages, and there's probably like 15 or 20 on each page. So the next thing I want to do is I need to clean off this paper. So the good thing about having like a clipboard here with paper on it is that you can use it to kind of, you don't have to worry about getting it on your table. If you follow a lot of like other nail artists, I mean, you would know that it becomes messy when you're doing nail art. So I'm trying to clean off my nail brush. I think I have toilet paper over here. I have some napkins. Oh. I have a napkin. Okay. So, eek. Try to clean off. Red is like a killer color when it comes to, and I don't mean that as a pun because it's like red in its blood. I just mean like, it's hard to get it out of the brush. Another way that you can get it out of the brush, which I have learned and I find very helpful, is that you take some top coat and you put it down and you kind of run the brush through the top coat, and that's also a way to clean it when you're done with your brushes. And you can just drag it through and it'll get that stuff off there. So alright, let's see here. Since I'm live streaming on Kick too the same time I'm doing this, if you're wondering why I'm like looking in this direction at all, it's because it's my desktop and I'm just seeing if there's any comments or anything. I tried to set it up so that the comments show up on the screen. So if you see something just pop up on the screen, it's probably just from Kick, if anyone's watching on Kick. Alright, I don't know why I just put more red down, but here I am. I need white. Alright, we got the white. And a little bit of paint goes a long way when you're doing nails. So the way I did this is that I did like I did like a real thick lines. I want to do them so that they're kind of going the same way. So if I'm wearing it that way, then I think I want to go this way with it. So I'm doing really thick lines. I mean, not like I'm gonna do thick lines the first time, and then I'm gonna leave enough space. I'm gonna leave enough space between the thick lines so that in between the thick white lines I can do another really thin white line. And that will give it kind of the peppermint candy cane mixture that you kind of see. And I have an Instagram account that I'm going to post the like finished product on, if you're interested in seeing these in a better quality lighting with the camera when I'm finished. I'm trying to remember if I did a Christmas set last year. I think I might have just done a like red French tip. Last year I remember, and I'm pretty sure it was around the holidays. I have these really long nails. I'm one of the girls that like really long, artful nails. And I know that a lot of people don't understand them, but I think they're so cool because they're kind of like little canvases. And when you have more nail space, you have more room on a canvas to decorate. So, and when I'm doing these, sorry, I'm kind of like up here doing it. When I'm doing these lines, I have it like facing this way, and I'm kind of pulling it diagonally. I'm pulling it from the upper left hand side, and I'm pulling it down to the right side so that it's not going like horizontal across the nail. It's kind of like it's wrapping around like the way candy canes wrap. And honestly, even if you just do the thick lines without doing the thin lines in between, it's still pretty tasteful. I think I just like the little extra detail of doing the thin lines in between. All right. You know what? So I think I'm gonna go back to this one and see if it's, yeah, it's pretty good. And I don't know, I'm kind of wondering if I should wait, because I don't want to get my nail brush red again and then have to take it back to the white again. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna put that right there. The reason why I'm waiting is because I have to put like a red, and what I did with this one right here is that I kind of did like a red like clover, like swirls. And then I went over top of it with white, and I did like a white swirls on it. So it's, I think it turned out pretty good. It kind of does look like a bow. I definitely think I'm going to maybe put some either green or put some black on it just to do some detail. All right, let's see how it turned out. Oh no. Well, it didn't turn out horrible. I mean, it turned out better than I did. I mean, it's my first time, so it's my first time, so we'll see, but I'm like scratching it a little bit, which probably isn't the best thing to do, but trying to get it right. I think it just kind of seeped underneath of it. But I can probably touch it up with some white, actually, to kind of go over. Actually, I don't think that's a good idea. That might not be a good idea. I mean, you can kind of tell, but you kind of can't tell. It's just not like flush. But I think when I'm like these little details on here, if you're showing your nails to somebody, I don't think that they're gonna be looking that closely to the nail. So I definitely need practice with that. But it's not bad. It's not too bad. I'm not too worried about it. So next we are doing the real thin lines. And we're going in between the thick lines. It's important to keep your bottles in your paint away from the UV lamp, because it'll dry them out. just very lightly. And it also helps, one thing to do when you're doing this, is to kind of turn the nail, like pull, when I was saying like pull it, like not only are you pulling the brush down, but you're also kind of like turning the nail with it. I'm also kind of like touching up these candy cane lines so that they go all the way over the edge of the nail. So just kind of going back over it on this side. Just pulling it down. There we go. Let's get it all dried up and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so now I can go back to the red. Cleaning the brush. Again, I wiped it through the top coat. Now I'm dipping it in the red. I'm going back to this nail with the bow and I am working, I'm gonna drag it. And I am working on kind of just doing these lines so that way, I honestly don't remember how I did this, to be honest. It's kind of, yeah, a little harder the second time than, I really can't remember how I did that. So I'm gonna go back to this nail over here on the new one, which is the one where I did like a star with a white dot on it, which is the French tip one. And I'm gonna go up to the top and I'm gonna use this red since my brush is painted red. And I'm going to put that in the UV lamp. And I'm going to do the star. The star I did is kind of like, it's kind of like a bigger T. And then like with a little X in it. Just like that. And then try to make it like a big enough center or a cross point so that I could put a white dot in it. Alright, I think that's pretty much all the red I had to do. So again, we're going to clean the brush, run it through the powder. I'm going to turn on the UV lamp. My UV lamp is not that powerful. It's one I've had for probably about 4 or 5 years. So I usually have to turn on the UV lamp maybe 2 or 3 times if you get a good quality one. And the newer it is, you only have to hit it once. And there's a few different settings on it. Mine has like, I think it has like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds. But the 90-second one isn't as powerful, so I usually do the 60-second one twice. Eek. Alright, so brush is cleaned. I'm going to start with a little bit of this green and kind of see what I want to do to add green to this set. Okay. Mm. I'm pretty sure this is a gel. Yeah, it says gel. Okay. So dip it in the green. And I'm gonna go for like a classic Christmas tree. And just do the triangles. So right now I'm kind of, if you're familiar with like math, doing the less than or greater than sign. And just working my way down. Like that. And then I'm gonna pull it over and close the triangle. And kind of try to do bigger triangles at each one. I don't know if that really turned out the way I wanted it to. But I'm gonna color them in now. Color in the triangles. I think I made the top triangle too big, but it's okay. I was thinking if I wanted to put like little ornaments on here. And seeing how that turns out. It's kind of cute. It's coming together. Got a message from somebody. Alright. Well, let's see here. It's kind of cute. I don't think it turned out exactly how I wanted it to. But there's that one. This one still needs a white dot. And then this one still needs the white bow. Alright, so we're going to do the Christmas tree on this one too. Hopefully I can get this one to turn out a little bit better. So we're going to do a little bit of a smaller triangle this time. And then open this one up. Make that one go a little bit wider. Oop, there we go. So hopefully that works. I might need to get a little bit more green paint here. It's hard to do detailed painting with tiny brushes. It takes a lot of practice. So if you don't do it for a while, like I haven't, it's challenging. And this green, if you have like a little bit of cheaper products like I do, I usually get my supplies over at like Sally's. And Sally's is like a beauty store chain. So if you have cheaper products like I do, sometimes you have to do a couple layers. It's kind of cute. I'm trying to decide if I want to add brown to the Christmas tree. I don't even know if I have brown. I might. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. It kind of gives it kind of looks like watercolors. I need some more green. I need green. Okay. Let's see here. Oop. All right, just a dab. Like I said, a little bit of paint goes a long way. I actually probably did too much paint, but that's okay. I think I might have some yellow too, to do like a little star at the top. And let that sit there. I think that's enough of the green. I'm trying to think if there's anything, any kind of green I want to put on the dot on here. Maybe let's try it. Let's try it. Doesn't look too bad. I'm putting green within the white circles on the thumbnail. Just little dots that you can kind of see. Let's do it on this one too. I'm just trying to put green on them to kind of use this paint that I put on here. You have to really focus when it gets really small. Alright. I think I'm gonna play with this big one. Yeah. Alright. Give those a few minutes. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. I guess I could put like green on the French tip. Kind of just roll it. Trace the French tip slowly. One of the best advices that I've had from watching other nail artists was to when you're doing it, and you see how I'm like resting my pinky on my fingers over here, and I'm using these two fingers to kind of move my hand around, you know. um, which sometimes I forget, but when I get back into the swing of things, I do remember. So. Put that in there. I've got like 10 fingers in here now. Alright. I think the Christmas trees are done. So, got the Christmas trees. Then I need to do this one with the green. Alright. So I'm tracing the French tip line with the green. If you're wondering what I've been doing with the French tips. I have to say I did a pretty good job at the French tip by myself. I am kind of impressed for not doing French tip for a long time. I did a pretty good job. It's a nice little detail. Okie dokie. So while those are curing for a little bit, I am going to clean my brush again. Get all the green off there. Put a little top coat. And then I'm going to work with the white again. Put a little dab of white. White and black, I notice, are probably the two colors that I use the most when it comes to painting. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to kind of like pull it around, and I think I kind of did like swirls. Alright, and then I kind of did the opposite kind of swirl over here. Kind of like their bows. I don't know. It's definitely probably not the best nail out of the bunch. Sometimes when you're doing a set of nails, you can kind of tell, you know, not that one design is obviously not the best nail in the bunch, but once you work at it for a while, you can kind of tell. It gets better over time. So, like I said, could be better. Alright, so we got the thumbs. Thumbs are done. So what else do I want to do? I think I want to go back with the red and put Christmas ornaments on the trees. Do like some little balls, some little red balls. Yeah, when I get to near the end of the set, I usually am trying to utilize the paint so that the paint doesn't go to waste. So I'll just use it for other little things. And I actually have a lot of red here that I really used a lot of red. So try to put that to use. Yeah, I don't know if I actually have a... I don't know if I actually have a tan. Oops, I gotta put the white dot in this one. Alright, so we're just doing the little final touch-ups. Kind of messed that one up, but it's okay. As you can see, I'm kind of just doing it for fun. I try not to take it too seriously, and just have a little bit of fun with it. Because I think if you take it too seriously, then you're not going to enjoy yourself. So, yeah, almost done. Eat. Get these last ones kind of finished up. I'm just going to show you the nails. I'm not going to top coat them on camera, just to try to make it like a good even, a good hour-long video. But basically, when you get done with all of the nails, you put this top coat layer on it, and then you put it in the gel, and then they're all done, and then you can apply them. I do plan on making a video where I show how to apply the nails, which I will probably do that on Tuesday. If you're watching the stream and you want to know when I'm going to be back on again, it's probably going to be around Tuesday, around, let's say, probably like 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'm going to be on, and I'm going to apply the nails. And that's a whole, like, kind of process of filing down the nails and using the glue and putting them on, and then it takes probably about another half hour. So doing your own nails definitely does take time. It does take a lot of time, but you get the benefit if you're artistic, to kind of express your own stuff on the nails, and if you get better at it, then you can have a nice set of nails that you thoroughly enjoy. So. They're so cute. Eek. Might need new tissues soon. So just kind of going through and cleaning off all the stuff I used. So that way they're clean next time. Alright. So we got this. And this. Oops. Alright. So, I like this one the best. Try to see if I can show you without the light on. Boop. So we have the candy cane lines here. We have the Christmas tree here with the red. Then we have this one with like a star, and you can kind of see it in the camera where it's like the green lining where the French tip is. And then over here we have the Christmas wrapped gift. And then here we have the white dots with the green dots inside. So I hope you enjoyed this, and whoops. And if you like it, please feel free to subscribe, and I look forward to making more content. So